On Tuesday, we were discussing here on the programme the fresh calls for improved cancer prevention, diagnosis and treatment. Cancer Research UK were telling us that they want the government to commit to a 10-year plan to tackle the disease, which they say could prevent at least 20,000 cancer deaths a year. The government says it's committed to fighting cancer and is investing for the future. The charity saying, though, more people are now living with incurable cancer now. Nina Clancy from the Isle of Sheppey is one of them, and she is with me this morning. Thank you for being here. Hello.
Hi. Pleased to meet you.
And you too. It's nice to talk to you. Tell us about your story, because you're living with a rare type of non-Hodgkin lymphoma.
Yeah, I have something called Wallstrom's macrobulimia, which is part of non-Hodgkin's. There is no cure, but at this precise moment, I'm actually on a management program. So what's happened is I've had 5 months of chemo and also immune therapy, which was rituximab. It's to make my life a bit longer. There is no date as to how long I'm actually going to have the cancer or how long I've had it. So, yeah, it's just a case of carry on and live my life as best I can.
Actually, that idea of, and we were talking earlier about a new hospice that will open, and they were saying here in Kent that it is a sense often that people going through all sorts of things in life, that they look at things in a very different way. Has that happened to you, where it's just changed the way you think, Nina?
Yeah, I think it has, because I used to be a person that I worry about everything. I'm not saying I don't worry about things now, but what I do know is that I know I have this cancer. I know there is no cure at this precise time, and that I can't just sit around and not get on with my life. I think you have to try and, you can't put it to the back of your head, but you have to try and live your life as normal as possible.
It struck me that you said about, living that life, because you're a busy person as well. You've got loads going on in your life too. So
yeah.
Is that about that phrase, I know, living your best life?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to try and carry on and do the things that you would never do, and go to work, spend time with grandchildren, go on holiday, do everything that you can, because there's going to come a time where your body's going to say no, enough. And if you haven't done it now, you might not do it in the future.
This all happened as well, and your mum, Beryl, she was diagnosed at the same time, wasn't she?
Yeah, she had lung cancer. We were both diagnosed roughly in the June of last year. Obviously, I could have treatment. My mum couldn't. So on my second to last session of immune therapy at Medway Hospital, I actually had a phone call to say that my mum had just passed away.
I'm so sorry.
And I was actually sitting there having treatment.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry. And actually having that experience, I don't know how to say it. Has it made you more determined in a way to live as best you can?
Yeah, because one of the things they said to me when I had that phone call when I was sitting there at Medway Hospital, they asked me if they wanted me to stop. I mean, they wanted, to stop having the treatment on that day, and I said no, because my mum would be standing there saying, "Get on with it."
I'll tell you, it's great, isn't it? What's lovely is that you had that voice in your head, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly that. I'm not going to lie, there was a tear, but that's what I said to the nurses, that my mum would be standing there saying, "No, carry on. There's nothing you can do about my life because I've passed now, but you've still got your life in front of you."
And I guess for you as well, Nina, you're thinking of, I know you've got grandkids, you're thinking about, you've got your daughter's wedding, haven't you?
Yeah, she's getting married in a couple of years. So, we've got that to look forward to. I have grandchildren as well, so you've got all the fun of Christmas, seeing their faces when they get the favourite toys that they're going to get. So, you've got to carry on with your life. You know it's there. You know there's nothing you can do about it, but you've just got to carry on. Yeah.
Thank you for inspiring us this morning with your story. We did cover this at the beginning of the week where we were talking about, the cancer research and what they want the government to do. But we actually wanted to hear from someone who's going through it right now. So I appreciate you sharing your story with us.
That's fine. That's fine.
I wish you all the best. And I love your idea, that sense that maybe we can all take with us today to live our best life, right?
Yeah, you've got to. You can't just sit around and do nothing. I work full time. I carried on working full time all the while I was going through treatment. I was going backwards towards the hospital in Margate for my mum. You just got to carry on because nobody's going to do it for you.
Nina, absolute pleasure talking to you. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.